A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. The trial of former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro has entered a critical phase, with the court set to deliver a verdict on charges that he conspired to overthrow democracy following his electoral defeat in 2022. Prosecutor-General Paulo Gone has presented a compelling case, alleging that Bolsonaro and his allies orchestrated a series of actions aimed at retaining power illegally. The former president is accused of plotting a coup to prevent the inauguration of Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, who won the election. Bolsonaro has consistently denied these allegations, claiming that the trial is a politically motivated attack against him. The courtroom drama unfolded as the prosecution detailed a shocking and grim picture of a coordinated plan that included summoning military leaders to discuss an emergency decree aimed at suspending the electoral court's powers and investigating alleged voting fraud. Gone emphasized that the evidence presented should not be viewed as isolated incidents, but rather as part of a broader conspiracy to undermine Brazil's democratic institutions. The indictment also highlights the January 8, 2023, riots in Brasilia, where Bolsonaro supporters stormed key government buildings in a bid to instigate military intervention. This event drew parallels to the January 6 Capitol riots in the United States, further complicating the political landscape. Bolsonaro faces multiple charges, including plotting the assassination of President Lula and a Supreme Court justice, involvement in an armed criminal organization, and attempts to violently abolish democratic rule. A conviction on the coup plot charge could lead to a prison sentence of up to 12 years. The former president remains under house arrest, and his defense team argues that the lack of an actual emergency decree undermines the prosecution's case. They contend that Bolsonaro allowed the transition of power to proceed, which they argue is inconsistent with the charges against him. The court's verdict is expected to be delivered by September 12th, and heightened security measures have been implemented around Bolsonaro's residence due to concerns about his potential flight risk. As the trial unfolds, it symbolizes a significant moment for Brazil's democracy, challenging the traditional impunity that has shielded political figures from accountability. Justice Alexandre de Moraes, presiding over the case, has reiterated the importance of impartiality in the judicial process, despite external pressures, including comments from U.S. President Donald Trump, who has labeled the proceedings a witch hunt. The outcome of this trial could have far-reaching implications not only for Bolsonaro's political future, but also for the integrity of Brazil's democratic institutions. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.